The following podcast is intended for mature adult audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome back to Flavored Enemy Tales of Vitore. Last you all had left off, you had woken up from a startling dream to the sound of a bugle call. You're not sure exactly what transpired in this dream. You remember being panicked, that everything seemed perilous and terrifying. And you remember hazily bits of details. That is, everyone except for you, Drian. You recall the events of last night perfectly, etched into your brain like a dark memory, like an engraving on stone. As you wake up to the sound of the bugle call in your room, what do you do?
Is my armor where I left it before the dream happened? I guess the first thing I do is I check my surroundings. Waking up to a bugle call is kind of startling for someone who wakes up in a swamp every day.
So
usually.
you sit up, absolutely like on edge. Take a look down, and you realize that you are still in your armor. Looking around, you see that the sun is out, that you can hear the bustle outside, you can hear the sounds of hooves on cobblestone. But other than that, it looks pretty normal. Until you look down and you see in your hand a necklace with a lightning bolt.
Damn it. Okay. Necklace with a lightning bolt on it. I am going to put the necklace on and make sure that it is under all of my various layers. And then I'm going to look out the window.
You take a look out the window and you see that there are several people lined up, sitting on the edge of the street in manacles and shackles as well.
Do I recognize any of them?
You can see a gentleman in white armor with a full black beard and black and gray salt pepper hair sleeked back and a white cloak behind his armor, walking back and forth, pacing in front of them. You don't recognize anybody in manacles.
Do I recognize the guy in the cloak?
You do not.
Okay. Oh. If my things are the same from yesterday. I think the bugle is concerning. I think the scene below me is concerning. I have no indication that nobody else remembers what happened yesterday, so I'm going to go start waking up the Vitore.
Okay. So on your left-hand side, you have Jameson and Ziggy who are crashing together, and on your right-hand side, you have Inoki. Where do you go?
I want to get Jameson and Ziggy first.
Okay. You head over there.
Alright.
In front of the door.
Yep. Just gonna knock.
Jameson, you hear a knock at the door.
Do I remember any of what happened?
Just that groggy sense of a bad dream. Not exactly too sure what happened, but you get up and you still in your pajamas. You're pretty wore out, but you also don't see Ziggy anywhere.
I guess I go to the door. Maybe he stepped out for breakfast or something. I open the door up.
Hi, Jameson. If you could get dressed, unless you're already dressed. There's something happening. There was a bugle call. We should all meet downstairs. It would be helpful if you helped me wake the rest of our group up. Yeah.
Sure. Ziggy's not in here. Keep an eye out for him. I don't know where he went.
Okay. Sure.
And then I'll turn around and start getting my gear on. And then as soon as I can get that done, I'll start waking other people up.
All right. While he's doing that, I'm going to go reluctantly knock on Inoki's door.
So, Inoki, you wake to the sound of a knock on your door.
I call out,
Well,
who's there?
It's Drian. We're going to be meeting downstairs. Sorry about last night. We can talk about it later. Hopefully, mend some bridges. But for now, I feel like we gotta go. That bugle did not sound good. And then I'm gonna move to the next door.
So Jameson, you're still getting ready. Inoki, you get up and you kind of see that you're in your pajamas as well. Not exactly sure what happened the night prior, but you do see a letter that was not there before, on the table next to you.
I'm going to eye the letter with suspicion and curiosity as I change and get ready to leave. For a moment, I contemplate leaving it, but I'll grab it and examine it later.
Okay. And Jameson, as you kind of pull your kit together and get yourself all set, on your left side is where Acacia was supposed to be staying, and then further down from there is Zala and Nito.
I guess I'll hit the closest one. I'll go for Acacia. I'll walk over. I'll do a nice, gentle knock first in case they didn't get woken up by the bugle. And I'll wait a second.
Yeah. Acacia, after last night, you had a extremely haunting vision, and you had spent most of the night at an altar just outside the tavern to the artisan, praying for advice, for guidance about what was supposed to be happening. And didn't get too much sleep after that, but managed to get a few hours, and as such, wake up to the sound of Jameson's knocking.
Acacia rolls out of bed and quickly pulls her hair back into a low ponytail and just opens the door. She's obviously just halfling, big giant shirt that's been tied around her waist. Is it morning already?
That's what the bugle says apparently. So we I guess we need to get a move on.
Give me a minute. And she just closes the door and starts getting dressed for the day.
And with that, Drian, the next room after Inoki is Alex's room.
I remember what happened last night, so do I get any weird vibes from Alex's door?
No, nothing really.
Okay, I'm just gonna knock. Alex?
Yeah, what's up?
I don't know if you heard the bugle, but we're all meeting downstairs. Sorry for last night. We'll talk about it once we figure out what's going on.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll get my stuff together.
Okay. And I'm gonna move on to the next door. If there's anybody left.
No, that's the end on this side.
That's the
Going
end,
back
okay.
down this side. Going back down the other side is Nito and Zala.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go to their door and knock on their door.
So yeah, you reach Nito and Zala's door.
I'll give it a nice big knock.
You two awake to the sound of a knock at your door. You're fairly certain when you all went to sleep that you guys were in separate rooms, but for some reason you guys are in the same room now.
Yeah. Zala, who was also last left at her desk, looks a bit startled, looks around, reassuringly sees the puddle of black ooze on the left, and goes to the door to answer it.
Hi. I guess there's a bugle call. I guess that's our morning wake-up call. I didn't sign up for it, but I guess that's just how it goes. But I guess we're all meeting downstairs, so if you could wake up your buddy and,
I can. Zala gently says, I can certainly try, but I'm not quite sure how to wake the man up. And to be honest, I don't recall being in this room when I went to sleep.
Yeah, it's a weird night, right? Yeah.
I'm sure
Ziggy's missing. Keep an eye out for him.
Gotcha.
And I'll head down. I guess you guys are the last ones. Do you need me to help you wake him up?
Zala is... Oh, wait, is Zala in her armor or her PJs at this point? GM?
I'm sorry, what was that?
No, is Zala in her armor or in her sleep clothes at this point?
In your sleep clothes.
Okay. Zala sleeps largely in robe tight, so she says like, we will need to change. I'll try and wake him up if you can stand out there while I try to wake him up.
Sure.
And then
I'll walk or close the door and wait outside.
Then Zelda gives a sort of a gentle, high-pitched whistle, causing the black ooze to spring up and look at her fondly. And she then says, "Sweetie, go try to knock Nito on the head to wake him up."
And it waddles over. Sweetie waddles over, and you see a wet slap right across the side of Nito's head as all the bedding is pulled off of Nito, and it's revealed that Nito has one of those button-up onesies that has a chibi version of Theozide on the front with a little party hat on.
Aw.
That's perfect.
With Chibi what god, please?
Theozide.
Oh, that's adorable. Alright. Nito, Zella says,
Sweetie is still slapping Nito.
Oh. Sweetie, Zella whistles to summon Sweetie back.
Huh?
Hey, sorry I woke you like that. I didn't realize Sweetie would slap you more than once. Sweetie's definitely sorry, right? Zella says, stroking Sweetie, who is curled up on her arm at this point. But yeah, no. Jameson came to wake us up. We're all supposed to meet downstairs. I think you got in my room. And I was at my desk where I slept too. Something teleported us to the same room, or merged our rooms or something. I actually just missed your comment for real, it didn't come through. Zala looks indignantly and starts to whistle to Sweetie, who begins to look at you.
You don't recall a sword.
All right. And Zola starts to gather her armor and stuff into one place. Yeah. Oh, here's an idea.
Notice Sweetie kind of extends herself to create like a barrier wall, so you guys can both change.
I was about to ask if Sweetie could create a black curtain. Okay, so we're establishing Sweetie's new power, the ability to create separate rooms and cloth. Got it. Okay.
So that brings us, as everyone kind of collectively gets ready, you all meet together at the bottom of the stairs. And it's quite calm, considering. You're looking around and there's several people sitting having breakfast at the bar, a couple people at tables as well, and a very interesting looking lizard folk with these splotches of orange on his scales sitting behind the bar. What do you guys do?
Acacia's gonna like come down the stairs and then just look around and then wait for everyone else to show up.
James is probably crushing a quick breakfast because there's no sense in doing any kind of adventuring on an empty stomach.
Acacia will follow suit and go find a breakfast.
Dreen is gonna approach the guy behind the bar.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Did you happen to hear that bugle call? If you did, do you know what it's about? And do you know what the deal is with the guard and the arrestees outside?
Oh, yeah. The White Cloaks found some insurrectionists from the Bane that were looking to purge the city from undead. Well, they put a stop to them real quick. Unfortunately, city gates on the south side are locked down, trying to make sure no one else sneaks in.
And that was the bugle? The bugle call was because of 3 insurrectionists?
No, there was about 14 of them.
Oh,
but supposedly they're scouts for some kind of army. I don't have all the details. If you want, you can go ask the captain of the guard. I'm sure he'd be more than happy to fill you in.
Yeah. Sure. I will. I'm gonna go do that then. Like back away from the bar and like look at the group and share this information. Like I'm gonna go talk to the captain and see if we should be worried, and then we can maybe talk about last night and come up with a plan for what we want to do today. Any objections to this? Don't.
It doesn't really sound like this whole insurrectionist thing has anything to do with us. And it sounds like we'd be taking on someone else's problem.
I'm not saying that we have to do anything. Just information. More information is usually a good thing.
Yeah.
Nito, they're fresh. He's got fresh. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to the guard captain.
I don't think that's a good idea.
That's actually a good idea.
He's gonna look between Anoki and Acacia and then just turn on his heel and go talk to the guard.
Acacia's gonna quick shove what was left of the food into their mouth and is going to dash off after Brian.
Okay.
I guess Jameson would go too.
Huh?
Just in case.
I love it.
I'm just gonna have a sit at the bar, grab an apple, and order a tea.
Okay. Anyone doing anything else?
Um, how brightly lit is the room?
It's fairly brightly lit.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Zella comes down the stairs at that moment, and sits 2 stools away deliberately to leave space from Inoki, and gets a small sea elephant ration.
Who went outside?
I did.
I think everybody but those two.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see that there are 14 people that are currently sat on different spots far away from each other in cuffs down the road. And there's also several members of the White Cloaks, a couple astride horses, some with pikes that are pointed at the captured. And then you see a man in white armor who, Acacia, you know his name is, he goes by Captain Graham. His first name is Graham. He's been a resident of Douglas for as long as it's been a city and grew up here. The rest of y'all see him there, and he's currently looks to be assessing how many people he's got and communicating with the other guards as well. Looks very busy. You see that there is a little bit of a crowd that's gathered further down the road that is kind of like whispering and pointing and spreading rumors and such. Other than that, the berth between the two groups is pretty large, as you guys are kind of like standing somewhat in the middle of it, with but still on the side of the road nearest the door.
This is like about down the street.
Yes, correct. Yeah, on the left-hand side you have where the crowd is, and on the right-hand side you have where the guards are.
Acacia is gonna look at Drian since Drian led the charge here, and then is going to just start walking towards the guard.
Yeah, I'm also gonna follow Acacia towards the guy with the salt and pepper hair that I saw outside my window.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. He spots you all coming pretty quickly and says, "Hey, you need to come any closer. I gotta get these guys rounded up into jail first."
Wait. Drian also stops.
Acacia's gonna take a couple more steps forward because short person. Is gonna raise her hand in greeting and is gonna go, "Captain, can I talk to you for a moment?"
Assesses everyone, looks at the guard. You got him? All right. One over here, and he heads over to the side on the other side of the road, kind of off to the side. Yeah, y'all come over here.
Yeah.
I'll gesture for the party to follow.
Yeah. Brian is 100% thankful that someone else is taking the lead.
Yeah, so, what seems to be the problem?
I was actually woke up to rumors of insurrection, and I was wondering if you could give us any information on that.
It's still under investigation about exactly what happened, but we caught these 14 people trying to lower the city defenses to let more members of the Bane's cult into the walls to wreak havoc on some of our awakened population here. We caught these ones just in time before they actually managed to get to the controls for the gates, but most of our forces are currently driving the army itself back. And, right now we're just waiting on word from them, and the rest of us are getting ready to take these ones to the prisons.
Were any of the people familiar?
I'm not sure what you mean.
No, to the DM. Were any
Oh.
of the insurrectionists, like, did they look familiar, or did I not get a good enough look at them?
You didn't really get a good enough look at them, and they're all kind of like surrounded by guards for the most part.
Acacia's actually gonna look at, like, the other people, Drea, Nito, Jameson, around her, because while she was praying the previous night, they definitely got more information than she did, likely, about this situation as a whole.
If you all have any information that may help in this investigation, I urge you to come forward with it. Anything helps, however insignificant you may think it may be.
I insight. Can I insight check him?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got a nat 20 for a 25.
He seems to be genuine in his thinking. He genuinely is trying to put a stop to this situation. Seems a bit on edge about everything, and heavily worried. But you have a deep sense that it's just because that this is his home, and these are his family and his friends.
Acacia's gonna make a gesture with her hand that is related to the artisan, just like as a blessing. If I hear anything, I'll let you know.
Thank you. Well, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna get these guys out of here.
Oh, sorry. I just one more question. Should
Sure.
Not trying to incite anything, but should the people of Douglas be worried about an oncoming army, or should not worry about it?
From what I hear from the front, most of the army's been pushed back. We have most of their senior leadership here in cuffs, so they were stopped pretty quickly. But we should know shortly. Unfortunately, until then, the city gates to the south are closed, so the only way out is through the northern gates, up into the mountains. I mean, they're all pretty proud of their affiliation with the Bane, so they wear her symbols as tabards or tattoos. So if you see a symbol of the Bane, I would steer clear. No, they're definitely trying to make a point here.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's it then. We can probably. He's gonna look at Acacia. We can probably make a plan for the day then, right?
Yeah. Thank you for the knowledge that the south gate is closed. We might be leaving soon. Thank you, Captain. And then she will leave and assume that everyone else will follow.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Acacia back to Whitestone.
Okay. Where do y'all go?
We'll head back to the inn where everyone else is staying because we want to lose them, and we should give them the information. With a religion check, can I know what the symbol of the Bane is?
Yeah. So the symbol of the Bane is a horned skull that is showing dripping bits of flesh on it.
Yeah. When we get back to the tavern, I'll pass on what that symbol is to everyone so that we can all keep an eye out for it.
Okay.
Okay.
And so, yeah, you all enter back inside the tavern. those of you who were in the tavern, what were you guys doing while everyone else was outside?
Zala was. Oh, by the way, I hope my typing wasn't coming up on here sound. Zala was, after she ate her sea elven ration really fast, she was eyeing the lizard. She goes up to that lizard folk guy with orange spots, and and is sort of interested in his colors, and asks him. Says hello to him, that lizard folk who was mentioned earlier.
Yeah. Can I help you?
Yeah. I just have to ask: Are you in the Simri?
Am I what?
In a Steri, by any chance?
No, can't say that I am. I'm not made of crystals, so.
Sorry, you're just the spots on you. They reminded me of some that I've seen on this Steri before. I was just curious. I apologize if I offended.
No. This is. Yeah, no. This is something I picked up when I moved here.
Can I roll medicine check to see if I can identify the sickness?
Sure.
Okay. Grand. Okay. Oh wow, I actually got a 0.
Yeah, you're fairly certain it's not any kind of sickness. But well, it could be. You're not sure. Maybe. Who knows?
Right. And Zella also asked him then. My friend just went outside to investigate what's going on, and but do you know anything that could be going on? Basically, Zella asked for the explanation because she wasn't down here when he explained it before. Basically, yeah.
Right. And at about that time, the rest of the party walks back in.
Is Inoki just still eating the apple?
Mhm.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Very slowly. Deliberately slow. Painfully slow.
Amazing. I think I'm gonna try and scope out a spot that we can all sort of sit together and discuss things without being overheard. The typical dark and shady corner, as it were.
There is a table downstairs, or there's also sequestered meeting rooms in the floor upstairs above you.
That's right, like what we had yesterday. Acacia, should we meet down here, or should we, given the nature of our mission, meet upstairs?
Acacia's going to just think about it and go, probably upstairs. Actually, that would be better. Yes.
Talk to the gentleman behind the bar and ask if we can get a meeting spot, and then sort of gather everyone in that direction.
Pete, you can take 3. You guys want any food? Drink?
Sure.
Water or ales? And what do you want for food?
Adrien is gonna sort of look at the group.
Acacia's just gonna go. Acacia's gonna just look across and go, the usual.
I got you.
You're
Oh, and yeah.
Okay.
King Tristan told me that everything's on the house for you guys, so.
Excellent.
Oh.
And then the special usual.
Alright, I got you.
Excellent. Did you see what direction King Tristan went after yesterday?
Yeah, he's right now he's over on the front lines with Queen Winter.
The front lines. Okay.
Outside, dealing with the rest of the army?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm not worth going out there for what I wanted to talk to him about. So, Drian's gonna head upstairs.
If you need royalty, you can always talk to Queen Maya. She's currently sitting on the throne for everyone.
No. It's about... I was told specifically to talk to King Tristan. It's fine. Going upstairs now. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Anybody of the Novatori that are in the downstairs area of the bar, Acacia will systematically ping in their heads, hey, we're meeting upstairs, we're getting snacks.
I'm gonna shout, stay out of my head.
Not in your head. Just talking out loud in the brains. Can't hear anything in here.
Don't do it again.
Oh.
It's like an empty void. Yeah. All of that was in the head.
Well, let's yeah, upstairs,
Yeah,
people.
upstairs.
And Alex just kind of walks upstairs.
You too, Bitey. That one said out loud to Inoki.
Fine. I'm gonna stand up, look at what's left of the apple, toss it over the bar, and head upstairs.
You're so rude.
Rude.
Okay.
Yeah, in Inoki's head, there's just there's going to be consequences for that one.
Stop.
Going to ignore that.
Oh. And Zala, getting the message right in front of the lizard fellow, thanks to the lizard fellow for the conversation. And before she goes upstairs, she asks if he has any sort of map to the harbor, perhaps, or knowledge of how much a ship would cost around here.
Yeah. The harbor's kind of closed off right now because you have to go through the south gate to get there.
Ah, thank you, sir. Zala
Yeah.
says we're upstairs. Okay.
Yeah, sure thing.
And if I come across anything that can help your spots, I'll return to you.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. And then Zala goes upstairs. Yeah.
So you all collectively meet together in the room as the lizard folk kind of brings up food and drink and lays it all out. Manner of fish, bread, eggs, all kinds of things like that, as well as 3 pitchers of ale, 3 pitchers of wine, and 2 pitchers of water.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is like Acacia says to him before looking at the group of people after he leaves. They're like, okay. So we have some things that we need to discuss regarding last night, which is still a bit of a blur for me. The south gate is currently under lockdown, so the only method of exiting Douglas is through the north gate into the mountains.
Zala says that might be a problem if we need a boat, which I believe we do. The lizard fellow who just bought the food told us that the harbor is actually through the south gate.
Yes. The downside is that the south gate is also where the insurrectionists came from. So the captain of the guard managed to capture 14 individuals that were in the process of lessening the city's defenses as a whole. And while they were captured, there is still a front of an army that is in the process of attacking the city. So we might have to go the long way around.
What? We don't. Yeah, the Scaldarin is to the north, and we can probably still catch a ship there. It's just going to take a little bit more travel time, which should be fine. I remember. I believe Scaldarin is also on the sea, so we should be. Yeah, we should be able to find someone willing to port us.
We have options. We can swing around Douglas. We could head towards Scaldarin. There's plenty of options in that direction. But this is not a dictatorship, so I would like to hear what y'all's thoughts are.
I personally would rather avoid the army. It seems like maybe not a good time.
Heard.
Zala will gently rubbing her neck, thinks about the situation, and just says, "At the end of the day, I suppose a boat's a boat. So if we have to add an extra day to this, we might as well knock into a massive fight."
Yeah.
That would be very helpful. And okay, you looked like you were about to talk.
Contemplating it. It seems we're all on the same page, so why are we still sitting here wasting our time? Should we go?
Because plans are important. We should have learned last night that plans are important. So,
You know,
And not only are plans important, but so is group consensus. Jameson and Alex, neither of you have talked.
Be honest with you, I'm at a spot where it's like, maybe Dream's right. Maybe we, head north. But I'm, a little more concerned that we're missing someone, and we haven't brought that up, or talked about it, or anything. He is small, but he is part of our group.
that's
Where
right.
is Ziggy?
I haven't seen Ziggy since we left.
did you ever consider that Ziggy decided that he wanted nothing to do with this any longer?
Oh, Ziggy
That
was
isn't a
pretty
clue.
excited last night to continue on.
Inoki, do you want to not have anything to do with the rest of us?
Very much contemplated it.
No one's twisting your arm to be here.
Well, just so happens that our interests align. And I suppose I have some potentially useful information. I'm going to pull out the letter that I picked up from my room and throw it on the table.
And you all see that the letter itself has multiple circles overlapping each other. And you can very faintly make out words in the center of it.
Can I roll an arcane check on the circular symbols on the letter?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Brad. Okay.
Is there a check that I can roll as well?
Yeah, you can more than welcome to roll Arcana or Religion.
I'll also roll a religion check.
I'm gonna roll the Arcana.
Actually, okay. I'll roll religion actually.
I got a nat 20 on religion for a 24.
Same.
I got a nat
I got-
one on. I got a nat 1 on both checks. Wow.
I got a
Um,
nat 20 on Arcana for a 26.
okay. So, for starting off with you, Jameson, yours, you recognize that the phrase that's written in the center of it, very hard to make out, but taking a deep look at it, you can see it reads Tiden Brut, which is a phrase that is used amongst the holy members of Jormungandr's church. You're not exactly sure what it means, but you knew though that it's Ganid. The words are Ganid in terms of the language. But you remember that it has to do with his cult, and it is something that is spoken relatively often with that, and that it has a lot of significance. And with yours, Acacia, you know that the concentric circles that are overlapped of each other has to deal with basically layers overlapping one another. In terms of the way that it's portrayed here, it has to do with overlapping time and overlapping timelines themselves, and things that are, as well as being the same, are also different, a part of each other and whole. Very, very confusing, but you do know that it has a lot to do with Jormungandr and with the Ganid.
So, DM,
This is on the envelope outside the letter, or this is the letter?
That is the letter.
good to know.
The letter was not written up in an envelope. It was literally just folded up.
Okay. Enoki, what were you saying?
I was gonna ask the same thing you did. You just beat me to it.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna relay the information about the concentric circles and timelines and such to the party.
Well, shit.
Oh shit! What?
I'll
relay what I know about it as well.
let me get back to you on that.
Okay. With this information given, I think the first thing that we should do is look for Ziggy.
All of a sudden, the sun starts to set out of nowhere. The room starts to darken. You can see the sunset happening, and all of a sudden, it's gone within minutes. And the room is dark.
What?
Oh, this is that
Notice that-
timey-wimey bullshit, isn't it?
You notice that Cult, who was there earlier, comes in. Sorry, one sec, and lights a couple of candles for you guys, and walks back out. Sorry, continue. Closes the door.
What?
That's a
Yeah,
lizard.
he's already heading downstairs. No, this is the horned individual that was working the morning that you guys showed up here.
Oh, right. Okay.
Wait. If no one's opposed, can I go talk? What? Can I go talk to him real quick? I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Sure. Fair enough. I'm gonna go ask Cult what day it is.
Did we just lose a whole day? The fuck is going on?
So you guys head outside and start walking downstairs, and you see Cult walking up the stairs backwards.
Cult?
Adam.
I'm gonna turn around to it. Was it Nito and Inoki that came with me?
Yeah.
Time appears to be broken. We should.
You see the sun. You see the sun starting to come back up
On the other side.
from the from the spot that it's set.
And what is Colt
As-
doing?
You see Colt walk backwards back into the room, walk over near the candles as the flame goes back into the match as he continues to walk backwards, removing all the candles. As everyone else kind of looks confused.
I'm gonna walk back into the room and put my head in my hands and mumble, "We are out of time." You just
Out of time
watched
for
a
what?
man go backwards in time in front of you. No. We are out. Sorry. Apologies. I should have been more clear. This is a problem that I am working on. We are outside of the timeline. We have been removed from it. I forgot that you are like this. It's been literally who knows how much time, because time is broken. Who broke time? Who can break time? Just, it's impossible for me to see deeper into my hands. Does have to do with what happened in the dreaming realm. Can I roll something to see, like, how this connects to last night at all, if at all?
Sure, go ahead and roll an insight check.
Insight check. Wrong page for that. Elf.
You're not too sure, but you do remember this one particular thing that came up when you spent time at the Church of the Auspicious. And the Auspicious teaches one thing about chronomancy, and the fact that time is a fragile thing and can be broken just by something existing where it shouldn't or when it shouldn't.
I'm gonna, like, instinctively put my hand to the outside of my everything, above where the pendant is.
Okay.
And contemplate. Did anyone wake up with something that they should not have woken up with?
What are you even talking about?
Last night, when we were in the dreaming realm, a few of us picked some things up. Did anybody wake up with something?
None of you did.
No, nobody remembers but Drian. He sounds like a crazy person right now.
Can Zala check her pockets to see if she feels anything that's unfamiliar?
Sure. Go ahead. You go and feel yourself, and everything's there that was there when you fell asleep.
Is anything there that shouldn't be?
No, nothing extra.
Okay. All right. Wait, so none of you... Do any of you remember last night?
Sweetie kind of pulls at your sleeve, Zala.
Zala
Hey.
gently looks down to Sweetie. And asks him, "Hey, what's up, Sweetie?"
2.
Ooh. Wait, you can
Wait, what?
talk? Sorry.
Sweetie says 2.
2.
2 what?
2 me.
2 me?
2 me. Uh-huh.
Are you saying that there's 2 of you?
Uh-huh.
Where's the other one?
Where's Zala asks, yeah, where's the other you?
Ball?
He fell?
Ball.
Oh,
Ball. Mhm.
Ball? Are you saying ball or fall? Sorry.
Ball. Mm-hmm.
right. I
Zala gently whispers, I literally just summoned it last night for the first time. I felt an urge to tattoo myself and use Find Familiar, and she was there.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Did I summon 2 of you?
Nope.
so
Just me. But 2.
Wait, did you make another one of yourself?
No.
you know.
Alex looks at you really confused. No. 2, sweetie. 2 me.
Can you see through the eyes of the other you?
Uh-huh.
What does the other you see? Can you show me if I look through your eyes? Okay. Zala points to her eyes and gently picks up Sweetie, seeing through Sweetie's eyes.
She wraps around to create her eyes over your eyes, and you see everyone, all the Novatori around you, in stasis at a bar.
Wait.
Anoki in the middle of twiddling a dagger between the fingers. Drian, hands pulling hair. Acacia, shot glass up to the mouth. But all frozen, not moving.
Zala.
Is that the moment of the bar fight?
Wait, no. Can they see Sweetie's eyes or only me at this point?
No, just you.
Yeah, Zala out loud describes what she's seeing through, I guess, Sweetie 2's eyes. And she can't see what's going on in the room right now, but she does.
You notice that you can't turn your head when you're doing this.
Right. Yeah, I can't turn my head. Zella points to where she remembers Acacia being, though, before Sweetie came on her eyes. And asks Acacia if she's okay.
I'm sorry, you cut out. Did you say failure or okay?
No, Zella's asking you if you're okay.
Thank you. Am I in stasis or am I out of it? I'm sorry.
Oh no, so you're not. This is just what Zala was seeing through Sweetie's eyes. You're not actually in stasis.
Okay. I'm fine.
Why?
Because I'm seeing you in stasis through Sweetie's eyes right now. And according to what I'm seeing through Sweetie, you're stuck with your hand in your mouth and not moving.
Yeah. You see that Acacia has a shot glass up to her mouth. Up to their mouth. You see Drian with hands in their hair, like frustrated, and you see Anoki twiddling a knife or a dagger between their fingers.
Yeah, right.
Frozen.
But they're all not. They're all like frozen in that instance.
And Zella has described this to us, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Correct.
Now I'll ask: is that the moment of the bar fight? Remember yesterday?
You pretty easily recognize that's not
Okay.
that moment.
Is it a moment that we experienced? Trying to pinpoint where in the timeline this got frozen.
Zella,
No, I mean, all the people necessary were present just now when you guys were downstairs, but that moment never happened.
So
That's
either
what
it's
I
a
thought. Okay.
future moment or a side moment.
So, I know.
Zella asks Sweetie, who's still on her face, this is what the other you is seeing right now?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Zella confirms Sweetie's answer and says, Sweetie's seeing this in real time right now. This doesn't seem to be the past. This is what Sweetie's seeing right now. So, wait, does that mean that there are two timelines happening at the same time in the same moment in the same space?
Uh-huh.
Outside of time. Different time? Are there other people that can move? I know we just cautioned against doing things alone, but I may need a moment.
According to what Sweetie's seeing, everyone except Anoki, Drian, and Acacia can move. Oh wait, can I look down at myself and see if my own hands are moving?
You can't move your head, and those are the only people that you can recognize from the Novatori within your eyesight. You can't move your head left, right, down, up, none of it.
Oh. Can I move my hand in front of my face to see if it actually moves?
No, your hands don't move.
Oh, dude. Like I said, I can't turn my head. Wait, Sweetie, can you communicate with the other Sweetie? No? Wait, one question for you, Sweetie. Have there always been two of you since the moment I summoned you?
No.
Can you tell me when the other Sweetie came?
Uh-huh. Feathers.
Feathers?
Feathers?
White.
White feathers,
White
that
feathers?
son of a...
Do any of you
Drian
know...
said that out loud. And he's gonna walk out of the room.
Oh wait, actual question, because I'm actually confused about this out of game. Can the others hear Sweetie talking, or is it just me at this point?
No, everyone can hear what Sweetie answers to you and what you're saying to Sweetie.
Oh, okay, good. I didn't know if that was like just or something. So who just left the room?
Drian.
Sorry.
Drian.
Drian.
Drian said white feathers, that son of a... And then he walked out of the room.
And with that, Sweetie kind of pulls off of your face and curls around your neck like a scarf. Sweetie good? Sweetie good?
Sweetie, very good. Can you tell me if you learned anything else from the other Sweetie? Good, Sweetie. Zella gently scratches the top of Sweetie's head.
Aww.
It just came to me. It's like it made sense when I summoned it. It was just I can't describe. Sweetie's been doing that Sweetie's been doing that all day. So to me, it's ink. It's ink, and I draw. I haven't had a problem so far.
This is a lot to take in. I need a drink. Which one of these is the wine? I'm just gonna grab the nearest pitcher and
This
start
one.
drinking straight from it.
Acacia is going to push a wine pitcher in the direction of Inoki.
I'm gonna try and chug the whole thing, the whole pitcher.
Constitution saving throw.
Do it.
Sweetie kind of looks up at you, Azala, forming what looks to be an approximation of teary eyes, and says, "Sweetie, have?
You want some wine?
Uh-huh.
Zella gently. Wait, do you want me to pour you a cup? Or, I guess?
Uh-huh.
Stay with me. But Zella pours a cup and holds it up to Sweetie's mouth.
And Sweetie drinks it.
No.
Inoki,
16.
What's Constitution throw? Okay, yeah, you finish it, but you are most definitely sloshed at the end of that.
There, that's much better. Now I can stand you all a little bit better.
Lovely.
Huh?
Alright.
Sweetie, not be nice?
What is. Can you repeat that, Sweetie?
Sweetie kind of just slouches and turns into this little puddle on the table.
Sweetie. Zella. Sweetie, how much did you drink that entire cup already?
Sweetie's just not responding right now.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I have an idea. Zella gently wills it, and because I can dismiss and then resummon the familiar without it being another spell. So, Zella gently asks Sweetie one more time to respond.
Oh, Sweetie might be nice.
What do you mean, not be nice? This. What do you mean, Sweetie, not be nice?
Sweetie, try to be nice.
You've been very nice. You're not in trouble. What's wrong?
She just kind of like pouts.
Do you want to rest? Do you want to rest in the other dimension, and then I can summon you later?
Uh-huh.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
So, while that's going on, Drian, you stepped outside.
So Zala, yeah, then I guess snaps her fingers and gently wills Sweetie into the pocket dimension.
Drian, so you're outside. What are you doing outside
I'm just
right now?
I'm just outside the room. I'm not
Okay.
I didn't leave the the tavern because I'm not sure that would be a good idea. But I'm definitely going to my room. before I do the thing.
Okay. So you head to your room, and then what?
I'm gonna pull out the amulet. I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna
Okay.
look at it,
Okay.
and I start talking to it. If this is what I think it is, and you are who I think you are, get over here. Anything happen?
There is no response
Okay.
from the amulet.
Take a deep breath. Then I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
The amulet lights up heavily, brightly. And that's the only thing that lights up in the near vicinity.
Okay. And what kind of what's the school of magic that it is?
You recognize that it's not an arcane style of magic. This is celestial magic.
Uh-huh.
It's of the divine realms. But not one that you're familiar with. Not one you've seen before.
This
Older.
is right. This is too old to be here. I'm not a divine being. I don't think I'm a divine being. Why is this manifest here? Did this break time? Can I put it back? I want to put it back.
You kind of like are holding it in your hand. You feel a tingle of electricity through your hand as it sprouts into a full 6-foot tall spear in your hand.
Same. Okay. Alright. Stare at the spear like it killed my family. Just.
And for the first time, you can see writing on the side of the spear.
I'm definitely gonna take a very close look at that.
Some of the lettering looks like Minotaur, but it doesn't quite make sense. You've seen Minotaur before. It's not exactly the same, but there are some bits that are reminiscent.
Okay. I'm gonna take a moment to write down what I see in one of my journals. Then I'm gonna try and make this amulet shaped again, just by thinking really hard about it.
Focus really hard. And one word comes to you within your mind. Lise.
Sorry, what was that?
Lise.
Lise.
Like the person?
No, as in Kleise.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm having ear problems today, apparently. I'm gonna say the word out loud because I am dumb.
And it closes once more in your hand.
This means close, doesn't it? I wonder if I comprehend just how bad this split timeline thing is. If I were to roll to see if safety mattered more than my curiosity in this moment. Would that be a wisdom check?
Yeah, I would say that's a wisdom saving throw.
Saving throw. Cool. 14.
Yeah, your curiosity is getting the best of you right now.
Yeah, it sure is. I put the stupid thing back on and hide it again. Then I'm going to say a prayer to the darkened.
Okay. What do you say?
Say if this is your idea of a joke, it's not funny. And assuming no response, I'm going to go back to the meeting room.
Just for your knowledge, I sent in the live chat what the engravings look like on both sides.
Ah, okay. Yep. Makes sense.
Okay.
I'll be pasting that in my notes.
So you head back inside. Everyone else, what are you all doing while that Drian's doing that?
I'm watching Anoki get trashed.
Nito, Jameson?
I'm just kind of waiting, just watching, see if Anoki is going to continue to be an ass.
Zala sits down, very puzzled, as she thinks about her familiar and what just happened.
No, I understand that everyone's got a lot going on right now. There's a lot of problems here and there. But and this is just me thinking aloud here. I do have a friend who is currently in Skaldarin, who may be able to help us get to wherever we need to go. Her name's Torma. She's an adventurer, and she's helped me out on a couple of times. Might be worth a trip. We head to Skaldarin. They have ships there that may be able to get us to the other side of the continent, or maybe down towards the Tempest.
All of these are good ideas. The down we can't find Ziggy. And there's this time thing. And if the time thing continues, sure, but I don't want to leave without Ziggy.
We know that Ziggy hasn't, been affected or not been affected by whatever is going.
We don't know. We just know that he's missing. I mean, we could search the city, but it's a big city, and He is a small person.
At this point, the ones of you who are in the meeting room hear a knock at the door.
Zella, distractedly, still thinking about Sweetie, opens the door without a thought.
So you see a very fair-skinned looking person, and taking a look at him further, you're able to see that he has this grayish white hair, these black grayish cat ears poking out of his head, and this long tail coming out his back. He's got a rapier on his side and a coat of black and orange with filigree on it. And he kind of looks at you guys and says, you all wouldn't happen to be the, checks his notes, Novatori? Green and blue energy fills the room, warping everything around you, splotches of watercolor filling everything around you. And then spiraling back out, you find yourselves all standing outside in the freezing cold, about negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit, for those of you who are not in the United States. And it is absolutely chilly, wind howling like crazy, and you find yourself standing in the snow outside of a small cabin near the mountains. Not sure how you got here. Jameson missing. Devlin, who you were just speaking to, gone. No idea where any of you all are, except for the bit of information you got about this cabin, the snow and the forest and mountains around you. Tall peaks. Sorry?
You're coming in slightly muffled, unless it's just me.
Tall peaks making up most of the horizon around you. Thick redwoods sprouting out of the snow. Pine trees nestled up against the mountains themselves. You hear faint howling in the distance. Not the wind this time. Wolves, from what you can gather. What do you all do?
Am I here with everyone? I was not in the room.
You
Yeah.
are.
Okay.
I immediately turned to knock on the cabin door.
The cabin is a little bit further up, about 100 feet up the mountain.
Oh. I immediately turn and start heading towards the cabin.
Could I make some sort of survival or nature check to see like where we're at?
Yeah,
make a
I'd
survival
like
make
check.
a guess.
in that survival.
You can each individually make a survival check, or one of y'all can give each other the help action.
Not super
I'll do-
great.
I'll do survival check.
I can give you the help action.
I'll take the help action.
Alright. I will give Acacia the help action.
I have gotten a
Fantastic.
21.
You can tell that you're near the Moros Mountains, near the southern edge of the cold. From what you can tell, you're not maybe 15 miles away from Skaldaren currently.
Okay. Does anybody know what day it is?
I feel like we probably have to find someone. As it should be, the 30-second fire break. Time is weird, so
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
maybe the cabin. Who was headed up there? Was that Zala? Was already headed
It
up
was
that
Zala.
way? We should probably go with her.
Yeah, it was
I
me.
agree. Yeah. You said Jameson was with us, but like unconscious.
Jameson is no longer
Jameson
with you
isn't
all.
here.
Neither is Ziggy.
I don't like that part. I'm gonna assume that they went out together in the. I'm all here for like time skipping travel. No hands about that. But this is not great. I'm gonna start heading towards the cabin.
Can I look around for any white feathers as we're walking?
Give me a perception check.
It's gonna be the thing I check for every single time we go anywhere now. That's a dirty 20.
You don't see any feathers, but you do see a black wolf with piercing red eyes laying on top of rock near the edge of the mountain itself, just watching you all.
I'm gonna sort of wait for everyone to pass me and take up the rear as we go up this and keep an eye on that.
Okay. You head further up. Only if you reach the cabin itself. You see that there is a fire coming from inside in the fireplace. You can hear the sounds of footsteps on the wood inside. On the outside, you can see that there is a rocking chair. There is a little planter's pot with nothing growing in it but soil. And you also see that there is a hazy window a little bit further to the left, but no drapes or anything like it. You can faintly see into the house, but you're not entirely sure about what it is inside there. All you get is some muffled shapes and dirty images, like the outline of a table, maybe. What do y'all do?
Okay.
Zala vocalizes, do we think we should knock on the door?
But the worst that could happen is they will give no order and we'll have to find some way else to stay warm. Right?
No, the worst that happens is they come out and stab us.
But then we stab them back.
I do have the trident, which I believe I could knock on the door from a distance using it.
I feel like that would potentially be more threatening.
How about we just knock on the door? Because even if we just knock on the door and I'll step back after I've knocked.
There we go. That's... Go ahead.
Zala steps forward, knocks on the door 3 times, and then takes a step back.
Okay. Door opens, and you see a older woman, maybe her mid-40s, early 50s maybe. White hair, and these startling blue eyes, fair skin. Looks to you all and says, visitors. Can I help you? Is there a reason you're all out here in the cold?
Yes, technically. Hi. I'm gonna offer my hand as a handshake. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, name's Lestia. Good to meet you all.
You can call me Acacia. We are the Vitore, and we are wondering what day it is.
Yeah, I gotta say I'm a little bit concerned that you don't know what day it is. But yeah, come
That's
inside.
okay. We are too.
Come inside, warm up, and try to answer as many of your questions as I can.
I will enter.
Zala follows.
I am waiting for everyone else to go inside so I can make sure that wolf stays put before the door closes.
Okay. Yeah. So you all head inside. Wolf just watching you the whole way in. Doesn't do anything else. Just stares at you, kind of assessing you, looking you up and down. And with that, here, and she hands you all each a small bowl of stew. To answer your question, it's the 4th of Green Edge.
Worth of Green Edge?
Whatever was in that bowl that was in the process of being consumed is no longer